Hey guys, Ginger Gamer back again, and today we're covering the 2.5 patch release for Diablo 3, and this guys is bringing some serious hype to the game. Everyone seems to be buzzing about this. I can't seem to find any sort of negative comments at the moment. Blizzard are really sort of striving to take the game forward in 2017, and they're showing it with this patch. It's going to shape up to be probably the best season when Season 10 launches and when 2.5 drops. It brings with it some pretty big changes, even though the patch notes aren't that big, as you can see on screen now as we cycle through. The main changes are sort of user-based changes to the way the bounties work, to the armory, inventory space and things like that. And then there's one main one, which is the primal items, which everyone is so hyped about, guys. So we'll start off with the bounties. As you can see from the bounties, there's no longer a bonus objective on the bounties. This is because Blizzard knew everyone was abusing the fact that you would do the bonus for the 2 caches, move on to the next one, get 2 caches, etc, etc. So Blizzard have thought, well, why not just remove the bonus from the game and just have it so that when you complete your bounty, you get a large heraldic chest instead, and in that chest is the same amount of stuff that you would get on the live servers from completing the bonus objective. So you still get all your materials the same as you would, it just doesn't matter what order you do them in now, which is a nice little tweak to having to sort of check the map every now and then and go around and stuff like that. So it just makes it a little bit simpler and shows that Blizzard's paying attention to what we're doing in the game and reacting to it, which is really nice to see. The second one is the Armoury, which you can see here just kind of stands out like a sore thumb, just sits over here. When you open it, it's really well thought out, I think. You can see you have 5 slots for your kit, depending on how many kit builds you use. I don't really use that many, so for me it's just not going to be full, but still it's a nice little change. You can set up names for them, you can change them, you can set up tabs and change the tab icons, which is really nice. Makes things a little bit more customizable for people, which people love. But the main feature is on the details tab, if you click here, it'll tell you what build it is with the name, it'll tell you what's in your cube, it'll tell you what skills and ruins you've got, it will tell you what passive skills you've got, what items you're going to equip, what gems is going to be in them items that are equipped. It really does break things down for you, and it's nice to see that they've actually finally put this in the game. And for how quick it works as well, it's going to really speed up things. So in the past you would come back and you'd want to change your items over, and you would go to your stash, you would take them out of your stash, take them from your bag, put them on, put the old items back into your stash to save inventory space. They've saved all that. You can just come over here now and you can just click onto your armory, choose the tab. So we want to move from our chicken boom build over to our farming for greater rift pushes. Click equip, items are changed, skills are changed, you are ready to go. Thirdly, guys, is our primal items. These have been added to the game, not by really the community's asking for it. Blizzard kind of just done it off their own back, which is nice to see that they're really looking to take the game forward, and they're really looking for the next step in the seasons and the pushes to keep things interactive and exciting for people who are playing. And what the primal items are, as you can see on the screen by the one that's shown, it's basically an upgrade to an ancient item. So we've got an ancient sacred harvester here, which is roughly 30% stronger, depending on the roll on it, than a normal item. So if you were to get a max roll, it'll be about 30% stronger than a normal item. And then the primal items are exactly the same. Get a good roll on a primal item, they're going to be roughly 30% stronger again than the ancient item, which is really cool, guys, because if you think you can get a full kit of these, you're going to see the rift pushing capabilities rise up. So where we're now pushing like say 105 or something like that on the live servers, you'll probably see with a full ancient and primal kit, the rifts push up to maybe like the 120 mark, and then as they get a full primal kit, they'll go up to maybe like 140, 150. Because if every item's doing 30% more damage, or you got 30% more HP, it's really going to make things more exciting to see how high people can push. And I think that'll bring a new element to the season, whereas now people kind of know where they're going to cap out, and once they get there, they maybe burn out a little bit, and then it's like the next season to race back up to that burnout point. Whereas when this drops, it's going to be everyone's going to hit that sort of point of 100 or 110 or whatever, and then they're going to go, well, now how far can I really push this up? How far can I really take the leaderboards, and how far can I take my class? Which is something that's nice to see because, like I say, we didn't ask for it. Blizzard have just done it off their own back, see what the reaction is, and the reaction's great. Everyone seems to be loving it. The only downside to it is the drop chance is quite low. I haven't got one. Been playing on the PTR all day. Haven't got one. Blah, that's just the way it goes. A lot of people saying that they've identified like 100 items or something like that, and they've not got one, or sometimes they get one. So you can see like the drop rate is like really small. Blizzard might tweak that up a little bit, or they might want to keep it that low just because they are that powerful. They might want to make it that extra bit work to get it. But that's really going to be something to look forward to in Season 10, guys, is how far these Primal items will push people on. Because if you think you get one Primal weapon drop and you get a 30% damage increase straight away, that's 1 or 2 rift clears at the max level on the live now that you could push higher. So if you were capped out at 105 and you got an ancient weapon, a Primal weapon dropped, and you're doing 30% more damage, you could probably clear another rift or 2 easily. So it's going to really add another layer to the leaderboard race next season, which is going to be good to see. And finally, the little one that I didn't say I was going to cover, but it's here, and people might be wondering what it is a little tab down here for the crafting materials. And now you can see what bounty materials, crafting materials, etc. you've got, and it doesn't take up room in your inventory, it doesn't take up room in your stash. Another little tweak just to try and save some space, because it does get quite cramped if you're trying to collect a lot of items and things like that and compare them and stuff. So it's another little UI change, which is nice to see that Blizzard are thinking about it and taking feedback on board. The only downside to this, guys, is it doesn't have a hotkey at the moment, which would be nice to see rather than having to sort of click in your bag and things like that. So if they could add a hotkey to it, that would be brilliant. But this patch is shaping up to make Season 10 probably the best season we're going to have. So really hyped for that, guys. I hope you guys are too. Let us know in the comments below if you are. Follow the link down below to see the full patch notes on the website. If you liked the video, drop it a like. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. Please subscribe. Check out the rest of the videos on the channel. I'll see you all later, guys.